shoulder extension is just going back as it is here. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to get into this position, and I'm either going to have my arm straight down or my arm a little bit back, depending on how you're programmed here. But basically all I'm going to do is I'm probably likely going to get into a bit of shoulder extension, and then I'm going to move forward just so I feel this tissue stiffening. So as I move forward here, I want to keep my arm nice and still, and then I'm going to feel that tissue stiffening. Now I've stepped forward with this same side leg, because what I don't want to do, if I go the other way, what will end up happening is your torso will sort of rotate around this way, and then I'm not in shoulder extension, because I want to make sure that as I do this, my arm goes straight back, which is why I like to keep that same hip forward. Obviously it aids, even now I'm naturally just rotating as it is. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward just so I've got a little bit of tension in here. A couple of ways to adjust this to see where you want to feel it. So with a relatively straight elbow, you're going to feel it very differently to what you're going to do if you bend your elbow more and come into more shoulder extension. So just play around with this here to see where you start feeling it. But if you're starting this exercise, you're more than likely just going to want to keep that arm nice and still, just step forward just until you can feel that tissue stiffening. And we're just going to hold this for a couple of minutes. You might want to play around with different ranges as you go to feel different spots. I might tell you to get to the end of your shoulder extension. So I'm going to go all the way to shoulder extension here. Then I'm going to walk forward and get the tension here, or it may be down at a more neutral position. But all you're going to do is do that and just hold for probably a couple of minutes, but it depends on what the program says. So we're just going to get this tension here, hold that tension. And that's your shoulder extension isometric hold. Enjoy.